Hey everybody, so I have not put out a video here in a little bit. The last ones that I did was all about the Ghost album. Something that I want this channel to be a lot about is vulnerability and showing different creative outlets and different ways to go about that. I've done a lot of photography stuff and shown my photography and the process of doing that. I wanted to take a chance today and play you guys a song that I wrote, and then I'll talk about it a little bit afterwards and why I think it's important to the channel. But I mostly wanted to do it because if I'm going to react to people's music, I also want to put out my own music for you guys to hear. That way I can show both sides of the vulnerability. Not only am I reacting to someone else being vulnerable, but I'm also being vulnerable at the same time. So I'm going to sing you guys a song that I wrote, and I'll go into it a little bit afterwards as to why I think it's an interesting song to talk about on the channel. So here we go. I am here with the name, born in fire, raised in rain. Everything you have been made me everything I have been. No one knows me underneath, lacking a wonder in everything. The veil-born once told me she'll be seen piece by piece. How did I get here? Where was I born? Torn from a scripture, or maybe a hope that I could be something. But what if I'm nothing? To you. Well, I am here with a name, born for glory and raised in pain. Everything I have been made you everything you have been. You could know me piece by piece. I sent these guardians for you to see. There's wonder in everything, 'cause I am in everything. Born here, torn from my bones, failing and dying, rising in hope. Where are you going, and what is your name? Have you been lost, or did you find your place in me? All right, so that was a song that I wrote called I Am Here, and the reason why I wanted to play it for you all is because bands like Ghost and Sleep Token, 21 Pilots, a lot of these other bands, they do a lot of songwriting with a lot of lore and storytelling and fictional stuff layered behind it, or layered at the surface, but in reality there's a lot of just real vulnerability there from real life stuff. So there might be this literal mask or this fictional character or something else that they talk through, but they're really talking about themselves or people close by to them or experiences at least that have gone on in their lives. And I think that this is a really awesome way to be able to promote, working through like your mental health and things like that. A lot of people don't do journaling. A lot of people don't do therapy or just talking to people, but a lot of people could write a poem or write a song or something like that, or maybe write a story, like a novel or something like that. And I think for you guys, that's what I would encourage you to do. With this song in particular, I created my own kind of fictional world and place and thing that I'm working on in a larger literary story. But I also have written a lot of songs to go along with it. And it's my own way of journaling my process of stuff. Like, it's hard for me to just sit down and say, this is what happened in my day today, and these things were hard. Instead, I have to write a song. I have to write some story. I have to write some kind of fiction that kind of removes myself enough from the situations that I've been in to allow myself to really process them. I do a lot of therapy with children, and I'll do a lot of play therapy where they play with toys, and it's their own way of reenacting their day or events that they've gone through in a way that's separated from actually talking about it, so they can process, a firefighter coming to put a fire out without really having to talk about how their house almost burned down or did burn down. So storytelling, fictional stuff, all these types of things are a great way for you to process stuff in your life. You may have questions or doubts about things, and this is one way to do that. So when you look at bands like 21 Pilots, for instance, they talk pretty openly about mental health, and they have their character Clancy and Dima and all these, nefarious individuals and bishops and everything that represent different aspects of mental health as well, and even things like suicide and whatnot, that they talk a lot about and try to help people through with their music. Bands like Sleep Token do similar things as well with mental health. They do a lot with relationships as well, and just kind of self-reflection of who they are, who that person might be individually. And then you look at people like Ghost, who admittedly have only listened to one of their albums, but has a lot about not only politics, but also just the human condition in general, and how we deal with things internally. And I know he wrote a song on his latest album, a lot of people were saying was dedicated to probably his brother and things like that, who had passed away, I think is what they said. So yeah, I think you can dig down deep into a lot of these bands that do this type of stuff, and you can do this yourself as well. So if you are someone who is maybe struggling with journaling, struggling with, just processing things in your life, give this a shot. Try this out. I know this is more of like a little teaching, lecturing type thing for you guys, but I hope that through the vulnerability of me playing the song and showing you how I've done it, how I kind of took this whole concept of trying to be here, trying to be seen, trying to be noticed, not being noticed, trying to be put out there, questions of, who am I, all these things that I put into the song that I could, of course, dive deeper into. I put a lot of that into the song as a way for me to process that type of stuff as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope, this is something that you might want to hear in the future. If it is, please comment below what it is about this that you liked, and if there's anything else that you would like to hear on top of this, kind of in this style. Along with this type of stuff, I am going to be doing more photography stuff and creative things as well in the future, and I'm going to be reacting to more Ghost stuff. I just saw Ghost live in concert just recently, and it was a super amazing experience. I didn't know most of the songs. I think I knew 4 or 5 of the songs that were from the latest album, but it was still a super fun experience to go into, and I'll be happy to listen to some of the songs back again and be like, oh yeah, I remember that song from the concert. So stick around for those types of things as well. I appreciate all the people who answered my post that I had up there. But I will be back with another video soon, and we'll be talking about more things that this channel is going to offer soon. I think I'm, at this moment, 10 subscribers away from hitting a pretty big milestone that'll allow me to open up a lot more possibilities for this channel. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.